I want you guys to take in the sights and enjoy this beautiful sunset here. Although it is currently roughly or exactly 9:05. Okay, let me just explain this to you. It is 9:05 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here, and the sun is still not set over the mountains here in Montana, Kalispell, or West Glacier, or Whitehall, or Mizzaloo, or whatever it's called, okay? And side note, look at the Escalade. Escalade sitting on them grown men, them 22s, looking good over there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. It really doesn't get any better than this. Got me a nice little beverage here, a little leftover from the live stream that we did on Squirrel Tribe 2.0. And interestingly enough, we went into a local package store, liquor store. I don't remember exactly the name of it. I have to pull it up and let you guys know. But I was pleasantly surprised, as we don't have these options available to us in Florida. At least not in the part of Florida where I live. We don't have these options available to us. Now, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, a little bit different, but even still, for those who know, if you know, you know. Typically, it's a raffle situation. Typically, it is a first come, first serve, show up super early, stand in line, or even in Florida where we live, ABC, they never even hit the store. You have to get it from the vault or whatever they have online on their website. And here today, as we were picking up a bottle of, ironically, Michelle Prosecco for the Monday Mimosa Monday that ended up being on a Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday that still ended up being a mimosa. I opted to go with bourbon by choice. Neat. And we just grabbed some cups from the hotel lobby here. And I was shocked when I walked in, because not only were we greeted by some really nice employees and staff, but we also saw on the shelves. Let me just show you what we saw, okay?
Two different proofs there too, by the way.
Yeah, so the 131 right here, okay? You notice there's no Stag Junior? Here's the thing. This Stag Junior existed. The next year this came out. That same year, George T. Stag wasn't released on their antique line. So they blended George T. Stag back into the lower product and cut it as a middle product. So it's not just Stag.
Man. But now it's like,
yeah, they boost the price on it.
I know, but it's like, I can't drink that. Like,
What?
now, like I said, if you know, you know, okay? Now, when you can walk in and you can pick up Eagle Rare, you can pick up Buffalo Trace, you can pick up Blanton's, you can pick up Stag, you can pick up E.H. Taylor off the shelves at what I would consider to be relatively reasonable prices. Man, today is a good day. Now, what does this have to do with anything, especially as it relates to the typical type of content shared on this channel? Well, I'll tell you exactly what that has to do with anything. And that is being prepared, being ready, seizing the opportunity when you see it presented to you. And that is going to be of utmost importance, especially now. Whether it is with your career, whether it's with a relationship, whether it's with investments, whether it's with your channel, if you're building a YouTube channel, seizing the opportunity, realizing knowing the market, understanding the value of an opportunity when it presents itself, and capitalizing on it while you can. Obviously, for me, I know that as we get closer and return back home to Florida, these options are not going to exist. Therefore, I need to take advantage of them while I can. Much like taking advantage of the opportunity of recording this video for you guys at 9:30 p.m. at night with the sun setting behind me over this mountain range, which is unbelievably beautiful, and just enjoying the scenery around me. The last time we were in Montana, we literally just drove through as we left Yellowstone National Park and we headed towards Spokane, Washington. We got some construction going on over here. We've got a coffee shop over here, which we will probably end up getting coffee at tomorrow morning. We got a laundromat we may end up utilizing because we're going to be here waiting on our tires to show up. Maybe we'll grab breakfast at Frugal's or lunch and check out some of the other local restaurant eating options. We're going to probably take and make use of these vacuum cleaners here to clean out the rental, since my kid decided to spill some Starbucks expensive dragon fruit cocktail in the back seat. Save us some money from a deposit cleaning fee. But the simple fact of the matter is that when the opportunity presents itself, it is important to take advantage of that opportunity. Now, I want to talk about YouTube. I want to talk about content creation. I want to talk about building channels. I want to talk about growing an audience. I want to talk about building a subscriber base. I want to talk about the algorithm. I want to talk about revenue. I want to talk about making money before the sun goes down. So if it gets dark out here while I'm talking to you guys, you know why, because we've lost sunlight. But hey, who can complain when the sun's still out at 9:30 p.m. on a Tuesday as we. Okay, so that's a half life cycle upgrade to the Super Duty. I still enjoy that front end grill headlight configuration. If anybody watching my channel, you know I'm not a huge fan of the new Super Duty, although the 6.7 liter Ford produced turbo diesel Power Stroke is a monster. Unbelievable amounts of horsepower and torque. The styling, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really digging it. Side note, when we get back to Florida, it is a mission for us to get back into our van and get it cleaned out, get it back on the road, bring you guys some new videos from that. For those interested, it's not going to be on this channel. It's going to be on a completely different channel. So if you want to know where that content will be and you want to follow along, then by all means, hit me up, let me know, and I will point you in the right direction. Now, YouTube. We've talked about this probably since the beginning of 2023, more so the spring of 2023, and now we are seeing how the algorithm has reshaped itself, re-identified itself, and even more importantly, tomorrow being Wednesday, I have a scheduled phone call with YouTube, specifically my YouTube Partner Program Manager. I got a lot of questions that I'm going to ask and hopefully get a lot of answers and clue you guys in on what changes YouTube has made, the changes they plan to make in the future, and ultimately how we can all become better acquainted with this new algorithm so that we can continue to grow, continue to build our reach, increase our impressions, and increase our click-through rates, and increase our subscriber counts and views and revenue, most importantly. So stay tuned for that. However, even without YouTube and their input, it is important to understand and realize how to take advantage, how to witness opportunity, and then execute on these limited window openings of opportunity. I've watched recently a content creator by the name of Nate Black. Now, Nate Black, I actually had an opportunity to meet him last year in Los Angeles. You guys may recall, we all ventured to Los Angeles to take part in the Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, and Daryl Eves sponsored Bid Summit. And as I was walking through the lobby, I saw a lot of different faces. I got the chance to meet Economic Ninja. That was pretty cool. And another that I got a chance to meet was Darman. I got a chance to meet Jordan Welch. A lot of folks there. And another was Nate Black, which I didn't know at the time his name was Nate Black. I just knew him as Channel Makers. I always assumed Channel Makers was his channel. Come to find out here recently, that's not the case. It's not the case. However, that's neither here nor there. He has since moved on. Seemingly amicably, I think I'm saying that correctly, amicably, and he has created his own new channel called Nate Black. That channel now has over 11,000 subscribers and has ultimately become monetized in less than 2 weeks after only posting 1, maybe 2 videos. This is extremely encouraging, folks. I want you guys to understand and pay attention closely to what he is doing, what he has done, and what he is saying. But ultimately, in my opinion, what it comes down to is he's executing on opportunities. Plain and simple. He'll even tell you that flat out in his videos if you watch them. However, what I typically see with content creators, myself included, is that sometimes opportunities present themselves and we as people, as creators, as employees, as business owners, as human beings in whatever relationship it may be, whatever that opportunity may be, we ignore it. We ignore it. And then sometimes we'll even go as far as saying that there are no opportunities ever presented to us, which is not true. The problem is that we ignore the opportunities, we shy away from the opportunities, we prefer comfortability and avoidance of possible failure opposed to possible success. Okay? Now, I feel as though I had some great success today by literally walking into this package store, this local liquor store here in Montana, looking around, asking questions, talking to people, making friends. I even made a few phone calls just to double check with some folks back home to make sure I was getting the right stuff and getting the best price possible. And I executed on that opportunity, and maybe I'll bring you guys a little bit of a taste test video, because honestly, I've never had Stag before, but apparently it's some really good stuff. Now, I will say that this Buffalo Trace at an extreme value, which if anybody knows, if you know, you know how important Buffalo Trace is, how much of a value Buffalo Trace is. Yeah. I almost would venture out to say that Buffalo Trace is probably more sought after than Pappy Van Winkle. Forgive me for drinking out of this paper cup. I would almost venture to say that, but I got another favorite. I got a bottle of Eagle Rare. And the beauty of it is they have so much on the shelves. The downside is they do not ship. So I found this little honey hole, and really and truly I got to make a choice. I got to make a decision. How much do I want to stock up on before I head back home to Florida? But that's neither here nor there. The simple fact of the matter is we need to understand, recognize, identify, and then execute on opportunities as they present themselves, okay? And this is going to be a game changer. This is going to be a pivotal turning point in any of your life's ventures on your road to accomplishing and achieving success and executing on goals that you have set for yourself. So, if I got any bourbon drinkers out there, if I got any bourbon aficionados, by all means, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I really would appreciate it. Maybe one day we can have a conversation over some really good single batch. My treat. But that's neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching, unintended, sundown. Somebody's over here walking. I don't know who that is. Approaching, honestly, in my opinion, a great opportunity. Some may say that we are actually embarking on the beginning of the end, as they are trying to destroy us, and there's no hope. All hope is lost. There's nothing you can do, and I don't subscribe to that. I don't. When my time comes, my time comes. However, in the interim, before then, in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep hustling, okay? I want you guys to do the same. And if you got any questions, you got any comments, you got any concerns, by all means, feel free, reach out, hit me up. Best way to contact me is in the links and the info shared in the description down below, because there are some fakes, there are some scammers, there are some impersonators out there pretending to be me. But at the end of the day, I think that the difference, the game changer that will ultimately make or break, this will be the deciding factor between those who grow, those who succeed, those who make it, those who are striving, thriving, and surviving, will be based on the simple fact of the matter that they haven't given up, they haven't quit, they haven't thrown in the towel. They understand what's going on and what potentially may be out there as an opposition against them, but they don't necessarily let that bring them down and prevent them from continuously moving forward and achieving and striving for greatness. Remember, manifestations of the life that you know that you deserve, the life that you have dreamed of. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't let anybody take that dream away from you. No matter what's happening, no matter what's going on, no matter what mainstream media may tell you, no matter what any other channel may want to shove down your throat. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on out there. But when has there not been? Think about that.